In this video, we're going to use Quixel Bridge to add some Megascans to our level and our project. So I'm in my Landscape 2. I actually haven't saved it just yet, so I'm going to do that really quickly. I'm going to go Landscape 2. Perfect. Now it's saved to my content drawer. For this landscape, I am going to go to Window, Quixel Bridge right here. This opens up an awesome tool that was added to Epic Games in the Unreal Engine, full of very realistic, high-res resources to use in your project. When you click this, it may ask you to log in with your Epic Games account. Here at school, you can tie that through your school Google account to set it up. Regardless, you're going to need to log in to have access to this bridge. The bridge is also awesome because through Epic Games, you can use as many of these resources as you want. Whereas I believe on the normal website, you kind of have like a token or coin system where you only get a certain amount of objects at a time. Now, the way this project is designed is you are required to have a landscape, which we kind of already made. You're required to have a few different foliage objects, which we're going to grab from here, as well as a landscape material. Now, we're going to start by grabbing some of those assets and bringing it into our project. So as I look through here, it's laid out pretty well where I have collections generally at the top. It starts to break down like surfaces right here. And I could find, similar to my last project, like a grass material, a snow material, a rock material by searching through these. Then we have some different 3D models that we're going to be able to use, some plants, and so on and so forth. My recommendation is to either search for the type of asset that you're looking for or possibly start in these collections, because these collections do a good job of organizing groups of resources that kind of flow together and generally will be able to meet the requirements of what you're looking for. So I'll go to like latest collections over here. I'll find this tundra over here. Perfect. So I'll go to the tundra. We'll see what that gives me. And just clicking through here, it looks like I have a pretty good spread of resources that I'll be able to use for this project. Now, when I go to select one of these resources, for example, if I want some sort of like grass to be able to paint throughout my world, I'm going to click on grass. It pops up with this tundra grass information. I am going to change the quality to low quality. I promise you for our projects, low quality is going to look fantastic, and it's really going to keep your projects from getting too large. I am then going to hit download. That should go pretty quick. Once it's downloaded, you can hit the add button to add it to your project. When you hit add, your content drawer should pop up and it shows that it made a new folder called Megascans. So if I go to my main content folder, Megascans, then it has a folder based on whatever it was I just downloaded, 3D plants, and then the category tundra grass. And I can see I have all of this different grass that I could use for my layout right here. Now, this grass looks like pretty good 3D objects. Eventually, I might want more of like a material grass for it. This is more of almost like foliage for my world, but this is going to be something that'll come in handy. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to look for some rocks over here. These look pretty good. I'll download these. It saves your last setting. Perfect. So now I have these rocks. I'm going to keep looking. I believe you need 3 different foliage objects. I got this dead tree right here. Cool. I like that it gives related assets, which looks pretty good. I think I like that one more, so I'm going to download that one. I'm going to hit add. Looks pretty good. So I have rocks, grass, trees. Now I'm going to start to find some materials. I'm going to start with, there's so many different options here. I'll start with this kind of generic ground right here. I feel like that'll come in handy. Download, add. So I have this ground material, and then I like this kind of mossy grass that popped up that was suggested. Download, add. Now I'm gonna grab a couple more rocks just because I'm seeing. It's kind of fun as you go through here to see the variety of different objects. I want to point out there's some really large resources in here. This one's called Massive Tundra Rock Formation. Or massive, yeah. These ones would be huge objects brought into your world, almost like entire landscapes for your world. I'll grab one of these just to kind of demo it as well. So these, cool, we'll add them in. Perfect. I'm going to go back to my landscape now. I'm going to kind of look around. And this isn't the final step of this because we're going to use our landscape tool to paint the foliage and paint the materials on it. But you can start to preview some of these by going into your Megascans folder. I'm going to go to like surfaces right here. And I could check out like what does this mossy grass look like on like a cube down here. So I can go down to here and I can add it onto here. And I could start to check it out. Looks pretty cool. Some really realistic looking grass. That's going to be great for my landscape. I can go back to my Megascans, maybe look at 3D assets. Let's check out one of these massive ones over here. I drag that in. You know, massive's kind of relative, right? But I can start to either scale this up, or what I could start to do is like copy and paste these to add a few of them. I wouldn't recommend using like the foliage tool to paint these. What I could use something like this for is maybe on like the side of one of my mountains or the top or leading up to it. This would be like a great feature that kind of adds to my world, adds some details to my world. All right, let's check out a couple more before we wrap up this video. Let's check out this rock. Cool, I like that. I think that rock's gonna work great when I start to paint it out with the foliage tool. We'll check out the tree with it. Oh, I really like that tree. Check out this boulder last one. Check out. Cool. I think I have a great variety. I can kind of envision a world built out of these objects. And we're going to start doing that in the next step.